Okay, so now you can see I've cut out the two mouth plates out of the foam core. So now I'm following the instructions, and it looks like this is the head and it folds like that. So this is the upper lip. So this is going to be the upper mouth plate, like our inner palate. And it says you put it about 1/4 of an inch in. You line up the center mark there with the center there, and maybe 1/4 of an inch is maybe about that much. So then you got to take a pin from the foam, and you want to hold it in place. So I will do this, maybe, let's see, about there. So starting off something like that, and then I work pins around, so it's going to be like that, where that's the top, the head, and the top of the lip. So I'll keep putting the pins in, and we'll take it from there. See ya. Okay, well here we are on the 21st. It's about 11:53 a.m. Coming back to work on the public after contacting the website, some questions. I heard back. So even though the mouth plate is white and it's got the marker, it will fully be covered later on in the process with felt, I think. So now we need to glue it in place. It has the pins holding it in place. Now I need to use the hot glue to glue it in place. So I just need to go along this edge. You can see there, the hot glue come out. Gotta keep it going. Can you see in there? Just get in there, get the hot glue. Just keep going around the edge. Not the wrestler though. Or the guy in YouTube. Just really want to put a lot to make it fully stick in place. See as I go, putting more and more. Wow, I already almost need a whole nother stick. Oh, wow, that stick is practically fully gone. Okay, but you get the idea. Maybe get rid of these little cobweb things that always come up when you pull away. But, alright, you get the idea there. I'm going to finish gluing that in place, find another glue stick, and then we'll take it from there. I think I need to then, lift this flap of excess foam for the lip and glue it into place over there, so it'll kind of fold over to make like a lip flap onto the mouth plate. So we'll do that. We'll see you later. Hey! Alright, so now you can see I've taken out the pins that were along the outer part of the lip and mouth plate, holding the mouth plate in place, because it's all glued into place, so it's in there. So now the next part is, you see there's a little excess foam sticking out, and that needs to get glued down, flattened into place around the edges. So it says to do this little by little. So just kind of pull a piece there. Let's see if you can get in there. Just get a little bit of glue in there. They say about 1 inch at a time. So then we fold that down like so, just to make it all around nice, smooth. Thin line of hot glue on the edge of the foam core, then let the lip down and allow it to cool. Continuous on the edge of the inside of the mouth, gluing 1 to 2 inches at a time until complete. Okay, so just do another little section over here. And this will be a time-consuming process, so we don't have to record all of it. We'll get back to it later. Right now it's about what?
12:07.
Okay, so been doing this now for about 14 minutes when I started the gluing. So we'll see how it goes once I'm done with this, and we'll check back. Okay, about 12:16 now, and the mouth plate is fully glued in, and the lip outside tucked, a little bit, and that's all glued along that edge, glued along the inside edge. The next part is gluing this whole long piece together, this big seam number 5 according to my directions. So this will take a little while, but we'll start the process. Just in this little corner edge right here, get a real lot of glue in there. Dab that. And then gently start to form more of the head shape. This will be the top of the head. I gotta be very careful with this. Do not want to, mess it up. Just hold this part in place so it can cool properly. Both on the inside and outside. We want them fully touching while it dries. What's this? Sprinkle or something? Cookie. Some hot glue is getting on my finger, but that's okay. Not super hot by this point in time. So you gotta get rid of these spiderweb type of things that, when you pull the hot glue gun away, kind of leaves a trail. Okay, don't want to pinch that too hard, because then it'll leave the pinch mark. But at least it's a little more held in place, so I can continue along the seam. Carefully put that together, hold it in place. And this will take a while again, so we'll check back in a little bit once this part is complete. See you later. Okay, it's about 12:39 right now, and I've run out of hot glue sticks, so I'm gonna have to pick up some more. But as you can see, they got a little way. We can see with the top of his head now, and I've gotten about this far gluing that back of his head seam. So I gotta finish the rest of this, but you can see the head is really starting to take shape nicely. So next step is to buy more hot glue, and then we'll continue from there. We'll see you then. Alright, so now I'm back from a little trip to Home Depot, grabbed some more glue sticks. So this should be warm enough charged. It's about 127. Getting back to finish up this big long seam, putting the head together. So back to my process of doing about maybe an inch or so at a time, being very liberal with the glue, and then push the seams together so that can attach and take shape. So I'll continue this along the rest of the edge of this, and we'll check back, see how it looks once that seam is done. See that? Alright, about 1:56 p.m. As you can see, that whole seam now that where they were kind of flopping off like tentacles or rabbit ears or something have joined, and now it makes, there's the top of his head and the back of his head, and so then these will be attached and these will be attached, and it'll kind of make his head, so you can see the head kind of
very cool.
coming.
There we go.
And then the mouth plate needs to go in there, and then I'll cut a hole for the neck. It might go in like that, and he'll be like blah blah blah. So that's the next step, I think, is to put in the bottom mouth plate. So another one of these goes right in here to make his the lower jaw. So we'll do that, and I'll set it up. Have my pins from the top jaw still here, so I'll set that up and we'll check in with you later. Bye. Okay, now I've got the lower mouth plate in place. You can see, got the pins in there, so it matches up the upper mouth plate, so you can see that when the puppet talks, it'll be like this, hello, you know, basically like that. Now, just as I did with this one, with gluing it in there, I need to glue in here, so it'll be a little tricky, it's a little tight, but I will start that process soon. It's about 2:03, so we'll start that. Heck, why don't I just start it right now? Oh, I'm filming. Do this all at once. It's a little tricky. Alright, can I have my faithful assistant, please? Okay. Thanks. Tricky with one hand. Alright, so I'm going to begin to now glue the lower mouth plate in place. You can see right there. Just start that process. And now I need to get a new glue stick, but basically glue around there, and we'll see how it looks when it's all attached. See you later. Okay, so now I've pinned this in. I did the gluing, which maybe you can see in there to hold it in place. So now we have a lower jaw, we have an upper jaw. This will come into place, and the mouth will be that. So now, I guess I just remembered I need to do the glue along the edge here to tuck in the upper lip, and then I can start that final big seam to finish putting the head together. But for now, I'll just do the lip tucking like I did with the upper lip, and then we'll get to that final big seam. See in a bit. Alright, it's about 2:24 p.m. and I've glued down the lip, part to attach the top of the lower mouth plate. So it's tucked in a little bit. So I have that mouth plate, and all that's left in the head really is to just attach these two edges, which will go sort of like that. And there's how it looks with the mouth open. So then be like, oh, hi, how you doing? And then, from there we work on making the body, attaching the body. So the way they have it, you build a whole head, and then you cut a hole in the head, the bottom, for the hand to go up. So that's these instructions. So you build an entire head first, and then you cut a piece out of what you built to attach it, to have a neck and a body. So maybe in a little bit I will do these final seams of the completed puppet head, and I'll check back then.